The movie starts with an old man dragging a lady across the street. Then we see that a couple of days before this, a group of 3 naughty children had come to steal a house, among them a kid named Alex, restricted his companions from taking cash and advised them to just get things that were worth under $10,000. Assuming they got things worth beyond that, they could confront life imprisonment. Then Alex's companion named Rocky took jewelry and another companion Money took a laptop and a costly watch. After the robbery, Alex broke the window glass, because of which the security alert of the house began ringing. He did this to misdirect the police, so the police would believe that the thieves had entered through the window, yet actually they had the copy keys. At last, in the wake of getting back, Alex kept the keys in his dad's work area. In reality, Alex's dad works for a security organization and he had the keys to his clients' homes. While Money, on the other hand, sold the stole goods to his friend Rahul. However, he got an exceptionally very low price for the goods. However, he got an exceptionally low cost for the merchandise. On this, Rahul said that, "For what reason do you take things, rather than taking cash?" He likewise told about an elderly person's home, where he can get a great deal of money. Later, Money discusses this with Alex and Rocky and said, "That man is also a client of Alex's dad's security organization. There is nobody behind him and he lives all alone." Then, at that point, Money told that he used to be a soldier, and later his girl was killed in an accident. She was a rich girl who was responsible for her death. So her parents saved their girl's life by paying $300,000 to that old solider. Presently, where did that solider spend this all money? We will definitely get this at his home. However, at that point Alex said that we were unable to take more than $10,000, because in any case, assuming we got found out, we would be sentenced to life imprisonment, and he don't want to create issues for his father, so he wouldn't take part in this robbery. Well, then Rocky arrived at home where he resided with his mom and younger sister Diddy. In reality, his mom had a bad drug habit, because of which the whole obligation of the house fell on Rocky. Then out of nowhere Rocky received a message from Alex, asking that he'll be a part of the robbery. After some time, the 3 companions began wandering in the old solider's territory. This region was very abandoned, where the old man resided alone. Then Money said the old man had not gone out for 5 days, so the first they have to make him unconscious. Then unexpectedly a dog barked loudly on their vehicle's mirror and they all got terrified. Then, at that point, the elderly person emerged and they saw that he was blind. Alex did not like that he was going to rob a blind man. However, at that point Money began saying that LOL, this has turned into an exceptionally simple task, they will definitely make it happen. At long last they made an arrangement to do the theft that very night. Then at 2 o'clock in the night, Alex and his companions got to work. They gave sedation to the dog, and afterward moving towards the main entryway. Money said that this entryway requires 4 keys, however he has only 1. Then Rocky chosen to break a window and enter inside. Subsequent to heading inside, she promptly turned off the alarm caution and opened the entryway for Alex and Money. At the point when they came inside, they removed their shoes and began looking for the cash hidden by the elderly person. At the point when Money arrived at upstairs, he saw that the elderly person was resting. The man's name was Norman. Then Money showered sedative gas in his room. He kept a bottle of sedation. However, at that point Norman wakes up and Money froze there like a stone, and afterward Norman turned off the television, and afterward Money quietly emerged from the room. After this they found a shut room and they believed that all the cash was here. It probably been covered up. Money attempted to break the lock with a sledge. However, breaking the lock without making a lot of noise was impossible. In the end, he took out his weapon. Alex got exceptionally terrified in the wake of seeing the weapon, yet Money said that this old man used to be a solider, so he has conveyed this to safeguard them all. However, Alex said that utilizing the gun during the robbery would give Norman the right to take shots at them. Then Alex said that he would not be a part of this robbery anymore and he needs to take off from the house. He began going out. Before long, Money fired a shot and broke the lock. However, at that point Norman came there. Presently Money pretended to be drunk, and said that he went into this house by mistake. However, at that point Norman's foot fell on the broken lock, and he comprehended that Money is lying. Then, at that point Money pointed his weapon at Norman and started shooting here, so that he wouldn't push ahead, yet Norman unexpectedly attacked him and grabbed his gun and began strangulating him. Money began begging for his life. Then, Norman asked who was with you. Money said that he is alone, and Norman was going to leave him. However, at that point unexpectedly he killed him. Rocky was profoundly stunned to see this and hide in a cupboard. Hearing the sound of gunshots, Alex returned and out of nowhere nearly crashed with Norman. Then Norman closed every one of the windows and entryways, so Alex and Ruff were imprisoned in the house. When Rocky informed Alex and let him know that Norman had killed Money, and that she personally was hiding in a cupboard, Then after some time, Norman opened a similar cupboard where Rocky was hiding. Actually in that same cupboard there was his safe. Opening the safe, he started checking whether his money was safe or not. Taking advantage of the opportunity, Rocky memorized the code of the safe. Then after short time, Alex found Rocky and told him that they should leave from here as soon as possible and inform the police. Rocky opened the safe and took out all the cash. Alex saw that there were around $1 million in the safe. Presently the two of them needed to leave from here by any way. Alex said that they should go down to the basement, and as Rocky went towards the entryway, so abruptly Norman came there. He was dragging Money's dead body and suddenly he heard the sound of Alex strolling. He promptly took out his weapon, because of which Alex and Rocky were horrified. Out of nowhere Money's phone began ringing, and Norman's consideration was drawn. Alex and Rocky quickly get lost and took advantage of the opportunity to enter the basement. In the meantime, Norman found their shoes in the kitchen and he comprehended that Money was with his friends. Presently he took a gander at his safe once more and understood that all the cash was gone. At the point when Alex and Rocky arrived at the basement, they got stunned in the wake of watching their scene. There a young girl was detained with her hands and legs tied. Her mouth was also tied and she folds her hands and began requesting help from Alex and Rocky. Simultaneously, Norman had acknowledged where Alex and Rocky were, because there was a bell connected to the young girl's rope, and when the bell rings Norman comprehended that they were present in the basement. Then the girl gave Alex and Rocky a torn paper, and it is then uncovered that the girl's name was Cindy, and that she was the same girl who was the responsible for Norman's daughter car accident. Cindy then focuses to a safe where Norman holds the keys to her handcuffs. Alex and Rocky took out the key and freed the Cindy. They began going out, however the entryway was locked. Alex attempted to open the lock with his key, and when the entryway opened, Norman was remaining before him. He quickly started shooting, one of which the shot hits Alex in the ear, and afterward Norman coincidentally shoots Cindy too, and she bites the dust on the spot. At the point when Norman understands this, he tumbles to the ground in pain, which drives Alex and Rocky to comprehend that Cindy was very important for him. Well then Norman locked the door of the basement. Presently Alex told Rocky that they should leave through the external entryway utilizing the key from the safe. However at that point out of nowhere Norman turned off the lights of the whole house, because of which there was complete darkness. Norman did this so Alex and Rocky couldn't take off. By making total darkness, Norman had made the two of them like him in a way. Rocky was pushing ahead in this darkness and was about to crash with Norman. Without a second to spare, Alex yelled and diverted Norman's attention. Norman shot the weapon in Darrell, and afterward when Alex pushed ahead to find Rocky, out of nowhere Norman caught him. Then Alex went after Norman with an iron bar, stayed close, because of which he became unconscious there, after which he rushed to help Rocky. Yet when he arrived at the top, Norman's dog sees him and began following him. In reality, the impact of the sedation given to him had worn off. Then Alex gave Rocky the key and went out. He asked her to open the entryway and chose to divert the dog himself. However at that point Norman stood up and began beating on the entryway of the basement. Alex and Rocky before long ran and goes in the higher up room. They realized that Norman would attempt to come into their room, so Alex asked Rocky to get away from through the air vent, and then chose to stop Norman himself, yet he was unable to stop him for a really long time and Norman broke the entryway. Unexpectedly Norman's dog went after Alex brutally, because of which Alex was thrown through the window. Rocky was attempting to go out through the air vent, and unexpectedly Norman's dog followed her and she fell into a profound pit. Alex was attempting to discover a way, however out of nowhere Norman got him. Alex attacked him with a bottle, however Norman beat him to severely, lastly killed Alex with the assistance of a screw. Then soon he found Rocky as well and beat her unconscious. At the point when she awakened, she was detained in basement rather than Cindy. Then Norman uncovered that he had kidnapped Cindy, and he had put his baby inside her, since anything she had grabbed from Norman, or at least, his girl, she would need to return it to Norman. Then he considered Rocky and his companions responsible for the death of Cindy and the youngster in her stomach. After this we see that Alex was saved alive, because in reality Norman attacked Money's body thinking it was Alex. Presently Alex joined in attempting to escape the entryway and here Norman began planning to misleadingly impregnate Rocky. He said that he had never had intimate with Cindy as well. Not forcibly, and he was going to release Cindy too after the kid was born. Presently he needed to do likewise with Rocky, yet Rocky continued to battle him. At long last Alex arrived at there brilliantly and went after Norman. Then they handcuffed Norman and started to run out the entryway, yet unexpectedly Norman shot Alex from behind and killed him. Poor Rocky ran out of the house yet Norman's dog followed her. At long last, she caught the dog in the storage compartment of his vehicle and when she began leaving, abruptly Norman came there and hit her hard on the head. Then, he began dragging Rocky once again into the house. Subsequent to heading inside, Rocky got the alert remote and he set off the alarm caution so the police could be informed. Norman's head began to detonate because of the loud sound of the alarm caution, and taking advantage of the opportunity, Rocky went after him with an axe, because of which he fell straight into the basement. At last she was not there before the appearance of the police. Later Rocky and Diddy saw on television that Norman was as yet alive and was confessed to the medical clinic. The police showed up at the scene and got him owned up to the clinic. He had killed Alex, Money and Cindy, yet can't Rocky. In any case, he didn't told anything to the police, not this kills nor the theft of his 1 million, nothing was told. In the long run Rocky inhaled a long breath of relief, and presently she had sufficient cash to make another beginning any place she want with her sister Diddy. So do you think Norman did wrong or he did not commit any mistake by killing the thieves who entered his house? Please give your opinion about this in the down below. And also subscribe for more videos better than this.